Agency, highlighting our virtual conference clients. Today I'm very excited because we have Randy Nail from Hogan Taylor with us, and so we are going to get straight into it today. Again, we are Hawks Agency and home of Greg Hawks, keynote speaker, corporate culture specialist, and virtual conference producer, all the things. So here we are with Randy Nail, so excited today with Hogan Taylor. And I'm here to learn, and we're all going to share in my learning process. So Randy, if you would, tell me about Hogan Taylor. I know that you all are an accounting firm, but you also are a business advisory service. So can you tell me about what you guys do?
Sure. So Hogan Taylor is headquartered in Oklahoma, in Tulsa. We have offices in Oklahoma City, Little Rock, Fayetteville. And we do traditional CPA services, tax returns, audits, bookkeeping, that kind of stuff. But we're also a business advisory firm in that we do a lot of other stuff with CFO services, human capital services, business valuation, litigation support services. We have a goal here, Monica, that if our client as a business needs a service, then we want to be able to provide that service. So we're much more than a CPA firm who does the traditional CPA services. We do those. That's who we are. That's in our DNA. We're happy about that. We'll always do that. But we do much more than traditional CPA services.
That's awesome and sounds like an exciting venture. Okay, so you have been working with Greg for 10 years running, or 10 plus years. What in the world keeps you coming back?
Well, you know, Greg is a high energy guy, but there's tons of substance to who he is and what his messages are and how he interacts. And he wants his clients to succeed, and he takes it personal. So he doesn't act like a consultant who just comes in and then goes away. Like, he stays with you. He wants to see you win, get better, and succeed. And he certainly helped Hogan Taylor do that. So yeah, he's part of the team here.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, you all have your yearly firm meeting, and again, I've been working with him. And last year you went 100% virtual, and you were able to, with the Hawks Agency, have 2 different sets that you were streaming live and did all kinds of fun stuff I heard about. And so why was all of that necessary? And if you could just kind of tell us about that experience.
Yeah, that was honestly a very pleasantly surprised experience. It worked out far better than what I ever thought that it might. Of course, with Greg, I knew that it was going to be professional, it was going to be technologically sound, and all of those good things. But I prefer to have firm meetings in person. So we couldn't do that because of the pandemic, and we decided that we needed to do that virtually. We needed to get together. So how to engage 300 plus people in a virtual environment and to plan that and to watch all of that unfold. But yes, in our room there at the hotel and the multiple sets that we had and the cameras, I've never seen so many monitors and wires and microphones in all of my life, but nobody else could see that. What they saw was, you know, what we wanted them to see on the screen. But I believe we were able, through Greg's leadership, to provide a high energy, very well-produced, professional product to our people. And we got really rave reviews about it. Like, I can't believe it was that good. It just flew by. It didn't seem like it was 3 hours. I mean, it was really, really well done.
That's incredible. I love hearing that. And so the response from the audience seemed to be pretty positive, even with the virtual experience. And, you know, even though we're, so even though, you know, we're coming through things a little bit as a country and a world, we're still kind of embracing the virtual and the hybrid experiences. And so that's exciting to hear. It's exciting for me to hear and to be a part of it. And so anything else that you would say is good for someone to know in working with Hawks Agency, working with Greg and producing virtual, or just working with him in general? I'm just going to open it up.
Well, sure. I think virtual is here to stay, Monica, and there will always be a certain element of people wanting to conduct meetings or training exercises or cultural kinds of exercises as well in a virtual environment. And listen, Greg is professional. He'll do it right. You'll be very pleased with it. It won't come across as boring at all. There will be very engaging. There will be lots of opportunities to interact. And so I would just say that if you have to go virtual, then Greg's going to do a wonderful job with that. If you can be in person, that much better, because you get to experience him and his high energy and the substance of his messages and how he engages a crowd and does those things. So yeah, big fan of Greg personally, big fan of Greg Hawk's agency, and yeah, just nothing but strong recommendations to our audience today.
Yeah. I know one of the things that we talked about prior to me getting the opportunity to speak with you is how creative you guys are. You are and your team is, and that your desire was not just with your live events, but your virtual, to have this really creative, engaging experience for your people. And so I think that's probably a desire of a lot of leaders, but they don't know how to actualize that and maybe be timid with going virtual because of it, because they're afraid they're going to lose something, or they're, don't want to attempt it and fail. What would your advice be to other leaders or owners in how to handle that and maybe how to approach that?
Well, first of all, I think the brain kind of wants to say, I'm not creative. And I think that that's one of those things that we ought not to listen to. Like, we are all really are creative people. And so put within your organization a small team of your very creative people. And just look, like in our firm, it's easy to kind of see those who are kind of humorous, tell a lot of jokes, dress differently than everybody else, kind of fun and nuanced. And it's just like this creative people within your creative, within your firm, you put those on a team, you make Greg a team member. So for the last decade, Greg has been on our creative team. And there's only, let's see, 5 of us. Let's see, there's only 1, 2, 3, 5 of us. So Greg, again, small team, very creative people. You get focused in a hurry. You decide what you want to do. You get a theme, and you just go to work with creative people. Do not hold back. Your firm, your company wants this. They want to have fun. They want to laugh. They want to be engaging. They want to be emotional. And it's okay to design an event that can make all of that happen. That's what we try to do in our annual meetings. And Greg certainly helps us with all that.
Yes. That sounds awesome, and you have a great thing going, and we are honored to be able to have this Summer Series conversation with you, so thank you for taking the time out of your day to be a part of it. We appreciate you and cheer you on with the Hawks Agency here and what you're doing with Hogan Taylor. Thank you so much, Randy.
Thank you, Monica. Appreciate it.
All right, well, we are out for today. Thank you so much for being a part.